And then you and someone special in your life can hang out outside. And what are you gonna look for? You're gonna look for the beautiful plants around you, your beautiful flowers, things that you have planted and watch them grow. So we're gonna kick it off with leaf and petal. This is gonna be the pink desert rose, making its beautiful debut at $24.95 for the season. Let's bring in our special guest. She's our expert gardener, expert landscaper. Carrie Mobley is joining us, and she truly shines this time of year because you love all of your flowers, all of your plants, and all of your outdoor, they're almost like outdoor friends.
Well, thank you for saying that. Listen, I have to tell you guys, this is one of the best plants that we will offer all season long here on HSN. This is our desert rose. Now, if you don't know what a desert rose is, get ready for a wild ride. There is a cult following behind these plants, and I'll tell you why. First of all, they are one of the easiest plants to grow. They're part of the succulent family, so they are like no maintenance whatsoever. And not only do they give you these beautiful blooms that are just breathtaking, but it's about the art of this base here. And I'm gonna tell you all about this. It's called the caudix, and it's actually Mother Nature's art. It's kind of weird to explain, but I guess I could explain it in a way that relates to a woman's figure, so to speak. So for starters here, this kind of looks like her little backside here, very voluptuous, right, curvaceous. And as we turn it around to the front, here she is in the front. She's got her legs crossed because she's very demure. I'm not trying to overly, sensationalize a plant, but I'm telling you, this is what this is about. This caudix
Did you just make it sexy?
It is 100% absolutely sexy.
She's a sexy
You guys,
plant.
if you are just wanting to get into gardening, this is a great place to stay. It can be an inside house plant as long as it's getting a lot of sun, but it's also going to be fantastic outside. Check out these images. This plant is nearly impossible to destroy. Look at the way that it blooms, and it blooms all summer long. Now, before the winter comes, before that first frost, we're gonna have you bring it inside, make it a house plant, right?
Okay.
It's coming to you in this 1-gallon container here, which, by the way, truthfully, it could stay in this 1-gallon container for several months, if not a year. What'll happen is it'll start to pop through because she wants to grow, she wants her space. So what I would recommend doing is taking it out of this and maybe putting it into like a 14 or a 16-inch container, something that you can manage so that you can bring it in before it gets cold. But even this one has the beginnings. It is, yeah. This is gonna last, you guys, these last for, decades. They're very, very unique. Each one has a different shape. You can kind of relate them, Valerie, to like a bonsai tree, right? It looks very, artistic, but the difference with this and bonsais is zero maintenance.
You're speaking my language now, Carrie.
Yes, ma'am. This is, and this is just the beginning of its blooming season. Those pictures, and I wish somewhere in there we had the picture of Guys. This morning, you guys, there it is right there.
Guys?
That is Guys. He got it here in that 1-gallon container. This is now 6 years old, and look at it. It has taken beatings in hurricanes and in frosts. We ran through about 1,000 of these this morning. So I want to tell you how this is going to work per se. So we have a map that I'd like us to pull up, because what's going to happen is for a lot of the country, we're going to be shipping this out to you right now. So take a look at the map, locate where you are, find that corresponding color. That's when we're shipping it out to you. So if you're up there like in northern Michigan, hey, the end of this month, we're gonna be shipping it out. So we know what the weather is like based on the USDA gardening zones. So you're gonna get it home, put it in a container, and water it, but please do not water it too much. They do not like to be wet.
It's kind of in the name, desert rose, right?
Yes.
I love it.
Year after year, it's going to get more beautiful. It's going to be more special. And I'm telling you what, you are going to understand that cult following. But Valerie, I want you guys to know they are addictive and they are contagious.
So I think today's the perfect day to buy multiples, right? Especially if you're wanting to put them in different areas around your home. I personally love how green and lush the leaves are. They have this kind of almost like a pretty sheen to them. Each pop of that pink desert rose is so gorgeous. And I love that you're getting something home significant for, get ready for this, $4.99 to be able to watch them bloom, to see your heart and soul come to life and have something special and unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like especially in the world of gardening, you walk around your neighborhood, you look at other people, you're like, they all have the same flowers and the same plants. This is special, this is unique. It kind of stands out and makes you look like you know more than you might actually know. Like that's what I'm thinking
without having to do anything, right?
Without having to do anything.
Yes, exactly. It absolutely is a standout. And remember, I mean, the pictures that we are, kind of popping up, like even the one of guys, those are a little bit further in the season.
Sure.
This one is just the beginning. I mean, you can see buds on every single one of these tips up here. So give this another couple of weeks and it's just gonna be off the chain. But when you get yours, you're gonna be getting blooms on it in the first month at least. Just remember, before that first frost, you bring it inside and you don't have to worry that, you might not be remembering everything I'm saying, because in every single plant that we send to you from Leaf and Petal, we also put in a planting guide. So it is very specific to the kind of plant. And I mean, we're talking about loaded with information, how to plant it, how to deal with it, what zones it does best in. And we call it zones when you're in the gardening world. Literally A, B, C, D directions on how to plant it. But you guys, I mean, I'm telling you, if you have Facebook, go onto Facebook and search Desert Rose. First of all, you're gonna see I'm a part of every single Facebook group on Desert Roses because they are so cool, they're so unique. And I'll never forget, one of my girlfriends texted me and one of our nurseries, she said, they just got a shipment of Desert Roses. There were tire marks in my driveway. Because I have, I'm embarrassed to tell you, at least 10 different desert roses. Each of them are different. Once you get into this, once you see how...
Yeah, I love that they're unique. I think you mentioned that earlier, just kind of comparing them to us as individuals, different shapes, different curves, different lines, everything. But look at those flowers.
That is accurate. That is not a misrepresentation.
Oh
that is what it looks like. I am loving all of these pictures. Look at that, you guys. These are so special. And remember, because they're part of the succulent family, they thrive on neglect. They want to be left alone.
I like the decorative pots. I like that it brings out the personality. I like that they are going to not require a lot of work. Raise your hand if you're, because listen, I know Carrie works really hard in her yard and her landscaping and her flower gardens. If you could have a little extra few, beautiful things out there that just require a little less maintenance, why not, kind of mix them in? Just a couple minutes left. We are so busy on the phone lines. Remember, 5 interest-free credit card payments. You can hardly even see me before. You don't even need to see me. Look at the beautiful Desert Rose. And are they all going to be pink? Like if we buy multiples today, will they be shades of pink?
That is correct. This is a very specific variety of Desert Rose. So what it's going to have is it's going to have the outer, it is magical, isn't it? So the outer little corners of each of the petals are darker, and then the inside has a lighter pink. But I'm telling you, once you fall in love, this will be a great one. This will be the best price, one of the best prices that you can get a 1-gallon Desert Rose. These are not inexpensive plants. And so we're really glad that we have this great deal with HSN so that we can bring you such a great price on such a very, very cool plant. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have enjoyment with this for years and years to come. Now, we're not really talking about it in this presentation, but I always like to highlight our fertilizer. We have 4 different varieties. For this one, you would just choose our traditional bloom booster. It's the one that's got the purple front. But if you garden with fruits and vegetables, we have a fruit and vegetable one. If you garden with just roses, we have a rose one. And if you have plants that like a little bit more acidic to them, like hydrangeas, azaleas, you can have one that has a little bit more high acid to it. But you want even more blooms, get yourself some of our Leaf and Petal fertilizer. But if you don't mind, I'm just gonna gonna spin her around again
Love
so you
it.
can check out her voluptuous body. And you know what I love, Valerie? Sorry, I know everybody's laughing at me, but I'm telling you, they are so darn sexy.
So wait, is this area all gonna be unique to the way it grows? It'll be, so the curves and like how, like you said, the thickness or the elongation, like it all be unique. So even if you buy multiples, they're all gonna have their own personality.
Absolutely
That's
different.
really, really cool.
But they're all gonna be beautiful. They're all gonna flower like that. But what I really like is that, you know, the reason, this is kind of like a camel, okay?
Yeah.
So it is storing all of its nutrients and its water in here. And so that's why we're getting like this bulbous, you know, right? And then from there, she's literally like reaching her arms up to the heavens.
And so how like tall or wide will they get? Like, and do you have to get a lot of pruning? Like, how does that work?
Prune them. But I was telling Guy earlier, can you tell I'm excited about this, everybody? Like, this is my jam. I was telling Guy earlier because he said in the hurricanes, it, you know, it fell over, the pot cracked, and a couple of the branches fell off. I said, take those branches, shove them in the ground, you have a whole new plant.
Are you kidding me?
Dead serious.
Multiplication.
Yes, I know.
And no maintenance. We are so busy. We're gonna cross over 1,800. $4.99 gets home your brand new 1 gallon pink desert rose. A lot of you buying multiples. I'm here for that. I'm excited for you.
I hope you get one.
I am. Me and my producer and I have been, when we're showing you, we're